Hi, it's Mickey Dolenz here. You're listening to Inspirado Projecto.
What you're about to hear here is a documentation that happened over the course of 2 days. Yächtley crew had a show for the Moonchild Foundation. They sponsored the Catalina Foothills wine mixer on Saturday the 16th. So what you're about to hear is a documentation of that time. What's interesting is the guys in the band are big fans of Step Brothers, and they're always quoting it. And it's so funny because early on, this is another example of synchronicity at its finest, a manifestation of reality. We had joked about playing the Catalina Island wine mixer. Now, what's funny is we did not technically play on Catalina Island. However, we did play a Catalina wine mixer called the Catalina Foothills wine mixer. So what you're about to hear is a documentation of that, the behind the scenes, some wonderful conversations, and thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. We're out here at the Catalina Foothills wine mixer in Tucson, Arizona. Catalina Foothills wine mixer. Nowhere near the island of Catalina. Oh, yes. Thank you. Will is handing me a microphone stand, which I will happily place near my whereabouts.
Is my mic set up or not?
Number 8 is already in.
Number 9. Hand me that.
Number nine. Taser, I hardly know her. Whoop. What you're hearing now, ladies and gentlemen, is a portion of a sound check. We're about to kick it off with the real sound check. People start to show up at 6 p.m. So right now it's 5:15 p.m. We're out here in Tucson, Arizona. I'm looking currently at the Reforma Modern Mexican Mezcal and Tequila place. I'm looking at another place called Pear Tea House. Finale. Pear Tree House, the perfect gift. I'm also looking at a place called Proof, Artisanal Proof, Pizza and Pasta. So if you call something artisanal, you can charge at least $10 more than you normally would. Pauly Shores is currently carrying a small, about 2 feet tall saxophone. It's incredible. He started playing this at some of the shows, and I'm beside myself. Oh yes. I need to get myself my microphone. Things are getting a little dark out here. It's gonna really shape up here for everybody. I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's gonna be an extraordinary night.
Putting my reed on my mouth. He's handling it with my mouth.
Gonna move these lights onto me. Okay, folks, that's all for now for Behind the Scenes. We'll be back later with more. With lots more. Hi, welcome to Macon, Georgia. Welcome to Macon Steak and Bacon. We make the the bacon, steak and bacon. We make this bacon steakin' as fast as you can imagine it being made. We got them pre-made. So by the time you go in there and you order it up, we already got them here and making bacon steakin'. Steak and bacon. Well, I'm making steak and bacon. They put the best steak and bacon material products into the same. We'll put it right there into the very same pieces of bread product for the average citizen, the distinguished citizen, the discerning citizen, the everyday citizen, blue-collar worker citizen, white-collar worker citizen, etc., and so forth. So come on out, making steak and bacon, and we will set you right. We'll set you just right. Some of our customers, I probably shouldn't advertise this, some of our customers have given us feedback on our Facebook page, our Tumblr account, our Twitter page, our MySpace page, our Friendster page, our Instagram, our IGTV, our IMDb page, etc., and so forth. Fill in the blank with your favorite social network, and we are there making steak and bacon. Now, the comments, our Yelp page, too. Yelp, we got a Yelp. Yeah, we got a Yelp. On our steak and bacon, making steak and bacon page, we have gotten quite a few commentations that when you eat our food products, or food material products, chances are, you do have to expel that product into our toilet facilities almost as soon as you eat them up. Eat them right up, and then before you even reach the door, they use our bathroom facilities, our restroom facilities, our water closet facilities. Now, this is why we urge you, or rather, we entice you to take it home and take it to go. So you're dropping those kids off at your own pool. Okay, you pay for the water bill. We do, having said that, we do invite you to come into our facilities, because we do have some state-of-the-art water closets, or as our British friends say, loo. Loo. We are open to all nomenclatures, satisfactions, interests, enthusiasms, and endeavors. We're open to that. We're open for that. And by golly, we do it all with a smile. We do all that shit with a very big smile. You would not believe the kind of smile we put on our face when you order from us. Thing we do not do with our water closet facilities is we do not clean our own porcelain toilets. We don't clean them. You clean them. So they're always clean. That's why many people, I think another reason why many people take their food home, because they just don't want to clean up the toilet. This is not one of your typical poop and go facilities. We do not endorse that, nor do we encourage that, nor do we allow that to happen. We have some armed security guards here with taser guns waiting for you at the doors, at the exits, at the entrances. They do have bulletproof vests, and we have proved that point quite well on a number of occasions. So these guys are ex-Marines. Some are still on reserve. We've got Navy SEALs. In fact, one of them guys who got the Osama bin Laden They are what is it? SEAL Team 6. We got those guys at the doors too. So you try anything funny, we call in the military. We call them right in. We call them right in. We call them in good. Okay, we call them right in, and we call them right in good. Good. Call them right in good. Good. So we hope that you enjoy here as you stay here at Making Steak and Bacon. Because where else are you going to go? There really is nowhere other place to go out here to eat in this town except for Making Steak and Bacon. We stake our claim, and we do it well. We do it just right. We do it well, and we do it just right. Okay, don't you forget that. Don't you forget that. I, for one, work here at Making Steak and Bacon, but I don't eat the products. Probably shouldn't say that out loud. Personally, I don't eat them products. I got my bowl of fruit in the back. Well, give me a nice manzana. Give me a nice manzana any day of the week. Any day of the week. Manzana. What kind of candy are you eating?
Not candy, it's a protein bar.
Ooh, it's a protein bar.
It's the only one they had. Figured I should get some protein in me.
That's good. That was the very last one they had. You got it.
There it is.
I, for one, had a banana. I'm going to eat a second banana and drink this coffee. And I got to tell you, when I used to substitute teach, holy moly, I would eat a banana and I would drink this kind of similar concoction. I'd put like 4 of those Stoke things in there, and then oh man, it was great. Put regular coffee in there, fill it up around this time of year, the pumpkin spice. Mix that all up, man. Those kids, I was flying all day long. That energized me. It's amazing when you combine banana and coffee. There's quite a bit of energy there.
Boom.
Vastly.
Be back, just like that.
Oh my God, dude! It's vastly different than like a bowl of cereal, and I don't know what else. Bowl of cereal and some milk. It makes you in a tired state of mind. I would eat the banana, drink the coffee. Whoo! Flying.
You're bouncing around.
Oof! Those kids, they're like, slow down, Mr. C, slow down. I'm like, but my idea is there's so many of them. I gotta get them out. Gotta get them out. So thank God I talked really loud.
You used to teach?
Yeah, I used to substitute teach. 9 years I did.
Oh, wow. How have you stopped?
Long
story.
Long story. 2 long stories that ended up colliding. And so they fired me basically.
They weren't on your level.
No.
Teaching.
No, they weren't. They weren't.
They were trying to hold you back.
They were. I was teaching these kids stuff that they would not ever normally get taught by their teachers. I'd say, okay, I'll teach you what your lesson plan is, and then I'll give you...
Listen, kids, you're in first grade. I'm going to teach you about the Fibonacci sequence.
That's right. I would talk about the Fibonacci sequence.
I bet you would.
Oh, my God. These kids, their eyes were just like saucers. They'd be listening. They'd be like, what? And their eyes were open, just like receiving information like crazy. It was amazing. I'd tell them all about the synchronicities and how I had my journal that I would write down the synchronicities, and then they'd ask me to read from it, and then kids would start getting their own synchronicity journals. They'd run up to me, they're like, Mr. C, I got a synchronicity journal. Listen, and they'd read me their synchronicities. It was the coolest thing ever.
Wow.
They had their eyes on them. Oh my God. It was so cool. One time during nutrition, we played with the Ouija board.
Oh,
Yeah, there was a kid who kept telling me stories of the crazy stuff that he would encounter with his Ouija board.
Let me guess, that wasn't cleared by the school board.
No.
Or the Department of Education.
Yeah, no. There's about 6 of us, and we turned the lights out in the classroom, but still, there was a window, so it wasn't like totally dark in there, but we wanted it to be dark to set the ambiance, set the tone. And it was interesting because the name that came out of there it was a woman named, I think it was something like Amber or Abigail or something, and it gave a year, and we actually were looking it up online to see if we could actually find this particular spirit. And it said something about this woman died in a fire in France, and it was crazy to think that this stuff was just coming through like this. Who knows if the kids were pushing it around or what was going on, but man, it was just was just crazy. Like, these kids would just tell me all kind. These kids would divulge information to me that they definitely were not divulging to other teachers. They were telling me about their ghost stories. They were telling me about their astral projections that they had. Wow. They were telling me about, there was a kid one time, and he was very shaken up telling me this story about how he was abducted by aliens. One time in class, I was talking about UFOs, and I said, some people get abducted by these aliens, and the one kid raised his hand. He goes, "What does abducted mean?" I said, "Well, that there are stories of people who are woken up in the middle of the night, and the aliens take them aboard their ships." And
you're basically scaring the shit out of kids.
Well, it was crazy because the one kid goes,
"It actually happens, I'm the teacher. You can get abducted. You better be careful."
You better be careful. It was crazy because the one kid, he goes, "That happened to me," and it was right near when nutrition was going to be. So I go, "Stay after class. We're going to talk about this nutrition. So if you're comfortable with it." So during nutrition, about 5 or 6 other kids were in there listening to this kid's story, and it was quite a story. You could tell just how nervous he was to talk about this, because other kids would jump in, they're like, "Oh, that's a lie, he's lying." I go, "Listen, dude, if this is a real story, then you've got to be sensitive to this situation, because this is pretty heavy stuff he's telling us. If you're going to make fun of him, get out of the classroom right now. I want to hear this story, and if this is truly happened to him, then this is not a time for us to be making fun of it. This is not that time." So luckily the other kids were quiet, and dude, it was crazy. I mean, this kid, he would talk about how this creature visited him on like 3 or 4 different occasions, and it was like this little, like almost translucent kind of white thing with like long arms, and so one time he said he was laying in his bed and he was like just like frozen, and this thing, it came over. He said it didn't really have a face. It was just like this kind of a white, just kind of outline kind of thing. It had like really skinny arms, and it would put its hand on his hand. It had kind of a hand. Put its hand on his hand, and he said it was both soft and also sandpapery. It felt kind of like sandpaper, but it was also kind of soft at the same time. He said as soon as that happened, he got a flash of insight of the future of his son. But he was basically in the body of his future son, crawling along. He said he was crawling along this street, and he said destruction all around. It was just destruction all around.
Well, that's comforting.
Yeah, and he said a bomb was falling from the sky and about to hit his head, and it stopped. It froze right there. And he got an image or a message from this being that was his son, basically saying this is how the world was going to be or something. Wow. And he said on another occasion, they took him aboard their ship, and they flew him off to this planet where it was green, and everybody was so friendly. Everybody was having a wonderful time. And he said it was like, he didn't know if it was like heaven or if this was just like, what he couldn't really describe this place. But he said everybody was just so warm and so loving and everything. And he said that then the ship was taking him all over different planets and showing him different planets, and then showing him different parts of Earth, and then he realized at that moment they were showing him the future, and they were showing him all this destruction and all these different all over the world, and but he said that like on 3 different occasions he was visited, and I said, when was the last time? And he said a few nights ago, and I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, and after he tells me all this stuff, he goes, "Mr. C, can we never talk about this in school again? Can we never tell anyone?" Basically. Obviously, I'm telling you because this is 10 years that have passed or more. I don't even know what that kid's name is, but I mean, it was like
abducted.
He might have been abducted. He might have been abducted. Maybe he's the mayor of the new Pleiadians. Ooh, there you go. There you go. That was his son.
He had a vision. So.
That's true. But he was crazy. Like, this girl would tell me about her astral projections, how she would see ghosts. This one kid would tell me how he would be playing his piano and he would see these like hands appear from beside him and play the piano along with him. And I said, "Now, if you look behind you, were there hands?" He goes, "No, it just kind of disappeared into nothing." And he's like, "Yeah, it happens all the time." And then kids would tell me their ghost stories of how they would see shadows of these things and friends of theirs. There's a time where this kid was telling me that they were having a sleepover, like a lock-in at some kind of like a church or something, and like leprechauns showed up. I'm like, "What? Leprechauns? Leprechauns?" He's like, "Yeah, dude." And like, so at some points I couldn't quite tell whether the kids just wanted to tell a good story or whether they were, like,
who knows?
But man, it was just nuts. But yeah, that was quite an interesting time. Where are these wise guys? Waiting for their processed meat
I was
products?
just featured on Inspirado Projecto podcast.
Oh, yeah. Right here, baby.
With One Stony Shores.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about alien abductions.
Alien abductions.
And so check it out. Coming soon to Inspirado Projecto.
Coming soon, baby.
Where are we, by the way? We're in Arizona somewhere.
We're at Love's.
We're near Phoenix.
Yeah, we're near Phoenix. We're near Phoenix. So don't steal our van.
That's right. Don't steal it.
Yeah, pizza, right? I could eat pizza.
Kurt, you are so funny with your mic in hand all over the place. Congratulations to Yächtley crew, by the way. And I love it that you are recording from all these different places. It's so much fun. And I cannot wait to connect with you at the SoCal Podcast Explosion in West Hollywood on October 23rd from 6 to 11. Yeah, that's right. Some podcasters are getting ready to gather there to talk about podcasting on Anchor. Let's do this thing. Let's encourage people to get on the app and call into our shows. We love messages, right, Kurt? And by the way, I love the Inspirado Projecto theme song that you created for my show. I just played it again. It's going to appear, that's right, in tomorrow's episode, Techie Tuesday. But whenever people listen to my show, I'm so grateful. Bye.
It's 8:59 a.m. right now. Today is, you can hear everyone rustling in the background. We got production value here. Saturday the 16th, November. Paulie, what's the name of this specific motel?
I think it's like, is it Candlewood Suites or something?
I think it is.
No, Hilton.
The Hilton Ducks. They like their ducks in this place. So this is the Hilton Ducks Hotel. And they have a continental breakfast at this place. They have a continental breakfast. We love our continental breakfasts. I mean, who doesn't, right? Who doesn't love their continental breakfast? You stay at a place and
It beeped at me. Oh, it's golden.
did it work? Did it work?
Beautiful.
Wow.
It worked, except it looks like the waffle.
Uh-oh.
I needed some conditioner right there.
boy.
It's got some poop on it.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh no.
Oops.
Not
Uh-oh.
gonna work.
Mayday. We've hit a snafu in the program.
I'm gonna make sure it tastes just. It's gonna look bad, but it's gonna taste just fine. I would put the conditioner on there.
Are you gonna put any designer
This was-
sauce on it?
Yes. If this was for my wife or kid, I would be forced to eat this one and then make a new one for them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's the,
Well, it still looks like it turned out okay. You know?
Oh my gosh.
All right. So this time we're gonna
Spray
use
that on
the
there.
waffle grid conditioner.
We should be Instagramming this.
Oh, we should be. Hold on. I am podcasting it. So,
That counts.
left
Designer
handle to
sauce.
fill. Left handle to fill. All right.
Okay, it goes fast. Do it right below the line.
All right. Bam. Your wish is my command. Here we go.
Look at that, baby.
By gum, by golly, your wish is my command.
Does that look?
We should be. Do you have your phone?
I do.
Because maybe if you Instagram it, I will, so we could catch bits like the mini docs. A 1 minute short cinema film of waffle creations. All right, here we go. And then you flip it. Is that what we're doing? Yeah. Flipperoonie, Deej. Now you just wait for it to beep.
And it, after.
And look at, and then you get to have designer sauce. Look at the different choices. We have kiwi lime designer sauce. We have chocolate designer sauce. We even have the whipped topping. Unpasteurized. It's unpasteurized. Plus there are chocolate chips. We got granola. We have dried cranberry for your pleasure. Oh, look at that. It's a face now. By gum, by golly, that guy's got a face. Yumsters. Yumsters Incorporated. Yummaroonies. Manch.
Oh, I should have stopped it and then done that after, like the beat.
Oh, that's true. I love it. See, now the audience will be held in suspense, wondering if that waffle was ever created. That's all right. That's good. It's like a cliffhanger.
Oh, we gotta get out of the way.
It's an audio cliffhanger.
Sorry about that.
So yours beeped. Is that what you're saying, Paulie? It beeped out loud?
Did you turn it around?
I did. Yeah, I flipped it. So we're making the waffles. Paulie just Instagrammed that moment. So if you go to his Instagram, it's Sax, S-A-X, like saxophone, Sax 4, the number 4, Pepe, P-E-P-E, Sax 4 Pepe. That is what Paulie's Instagram account is. He just recorded in visual format what you just heard. So we'll see. We'll see how this all unfolds. We'll see how it all unfolds. Last night, after a long road trip, I don't know what happened. I started feeling very nauseous. I just suddenly was just plunged into nausea, and things were off. I had a hard time getting back on track, and I don't know what happened. I just kept drinking water, and then when I was there it is. You hear that? That's the sound. That's the sweet sound of success. All right, let's see how this turned out. Oh, there it is. Looking good. All right, they give you a special fork here for the at-home viewers. It's a sort of a spork, I guess. It's got 3 fingers on it. It splits your waffle into 4 quadrants. Four quadrants. Here we go. We're going to put some whipped cream on it. I hope you can hear that. I'm going to throw some designer chocolate sauce on here. Made with natural flavorings. Love me my natural flavorings. It's always good to have natural flavorings at all times. If you're going to have a flavoring, it's best to have it natural, okay? That's what I've learned in my travels. It's always good to have a natural flavoring. If you're going to put a flavor on that tongue of yours, make sure it's natural. Oh, now we're getting chocolate chips. You hear this? You hear that? There we go. Now we got chocolate chips. So this thing is a power-packed waffle. Something tells me it's a rarity. You don't really see waffles power-packed like this too often. Maybe if you go to Denny's, they always got the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity, the Moons Over My Hammy. That kind of we realized that these tables were too small, didn't we?
And they bump, they move, careful. Oh, that looks beautiful.
Are you enjoying your waffle?
I forgot to put my chocolate chips on mine.
It's, I had to make this a very thorough experience for the at-home listeners because some of them are audiobook listeners, and they're used to a certain delivery and a certain je ne sais quoi, as one might say en français. You hear that? It's the sound of me eating some eggs.
It looks delicious. I'm really enjoying it over there.
Oh my God, thank you. Oh my God. I was just telling him yesterday somehow, at some point, last night I was just plunged into nausea. And I was stuck in like a nausea tornado. And I didn't know how to get out of it. And I didn't want to throw up, that's for sure. That was not going to be an option. Would it have made me feel better? Yes, many would say that yes, it would have. Was I stubborn in not expelling that demon and not exercising that nausea? Yeah, I was stubborn in not doing that because I could have gotten it over with and felt better. But I stuck to my guns And I made myself feel that crappiness until I was on stage. And I still felt it.
You did it though, dude. You were a trooper.
And I had to move. What was good about it was that I had to make minimal movements anyway because that stage was so rickety.
Oh yeah.
And
There's no lion jumping up and down.
there's no jumping. I couldn't do any.
On the beast.
As Tommy says, stompy shores. There was no stompy shores last night.
You guys made it up to the party, huh?
Oh my God! Yeah, absolutely. Wow. So, Paula, are you appreciating your natural flavors?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. You put your cup under this spout, and it. I was just thinking about this. It releases this fluid that you put in this hot griddle thing, and it instantly makes you a breakfast. It's amazing.
Ooh. Was it good? The late night pizza?
Oh, I didn't stick around. I don't even know if it arrived. Did it arrive?
I went. I don't know what happened. I made it to my hotel room, and then I woke up 3 hours later on the couch.
Yeah,
so
you
I
did-
totally
you were
missed the
sleeping on the
pizza.
couch.
And it's all because of this that I'm still nursing from. last night.
yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna drink that. I just brought it down
No, it's good.
as an exclamation point.
As an exclamation point.
I gotta go return some generators. And the wires. I can't find
So
my
here-
wires.
so these guys
I
are-
just got this brand new phone. It's like, why isn't that phone-
These guys are talking business over here. It's a rarity, right? It's a rarity.
That happened to me, by the way. We played a club in Hermosa Beach, and I think I left this in the bathroom at the end of the night. I didn't realize I had lost my phone until the end of the night. And I go to the bartender, and somebody had turned it in. Brand new phone. I left it in the bathroom. Yeah, and somebody turned it in.
Dude,
there's
that
no
is so
way
nice of
This
him.
is gonna get back to me. You'll get it. It'll come back to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm sorry?
We had a great time.
We had a great time.
Good. I talked to everybody last night, and then this morning, getting right over here, like, I'm gonna get you some water. It was amazing. They're like,
Wow.
You guys were rock stars.
Thank you.
So, really appreciate it.
Yeah, we enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thanks for having
much.
us.
That was one of the organizers that you heard the voice of, who helped put this thing together. If I was in a more rambunctious mood, I might even interview that man.
Can I
Oh, Dad,
steal one of your?
dude, yeah, you absolutely oughta.
There's a guy I hung out with once where if you even got within 5 inches from his food, he would slap your hand
Oh, jeez.
or your face, depending
Like
on
those,
what's closest.
like dogs that try to bite at your
Exactly.
head when you try to. No, go ahead. It's natural flavoring right there, baby. Pure natural flavoring.
Natural flavoring. Oh wow!
See, you can put.
That is from the Garden of Chocolate Chip.
What time you guys
Yeah.
getting on the road today?
Chocolate chip tree.
Oh, what time we leaving today? Like around 10, I think.
Yeah, we're leaving at 10, so that means we need to.
Those other guys probably just went to sleep a little bit ago, I bet.
Yeah.
Dude, they were, no,
I don't know. You never know with those guys.
Not Rob. He's gonna drive.
Oh, that's true. That's
You
true.
got about a half hour.
For my toast. Goat. For me.
Is that true?
Those are the sounds I make when I drink really good coffee.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
I mean, that's what you got to do sometimes. But it's interesting when you see stuff that says natural flavoring, natural tastes. It's like, natural, huh? Natural chocolate taste. Ooh. So it tastes like it would normally, naturally. Natural cheese food product. Natural cheese food product. Made with natural flavors.
Product.
Natural cheese food substance. Natural cheese food materials. Made with natural materials. You know, this apple is so good, I can tell it's made with natural materials. Wow. So Polly and I invented this machine. This would be good for like sci-fi. It'll be a sci-fi. A machine that basically it's a relativity machine where, because we were just talking about how I set my alarm for, I think it was 7:30 this morning, and then he's like, oh well, I think he said something like, let's go down there at like 8 or 8:15 or something. So I set the alarm, and it went off at 8:15. But the weird thing was, it felt like we had just put our heads onto the pillows, like we had just fallen asleep. And it was like, that's kind of unfair. I want to be able to feel. I want to enjoy it and feel that process. And we were thinking like, okay, to like a kid, let's say a kid sitting in math class, learning stuff that they don't really necessarily want to learn. Time is moving by so slowly. It's moving so slowly. You're just like, can I please get this over with? As the phrase goes, time flies when you're having fun. So, I mean, I would consider sleep, having fun. That's the ultimate, like, kind of fun. So, if there's a way to, like, create some kind of machine where you flip the switch and you could really, so your relativity of time actually moves at a different way, and it does anyway, but you'd really notice it. You'd actually be able to, like, know. So your time would move at a different pace. So you could, like, for the kids who want Christmas morning to arrive, and they don't want to, like, they just can't wait. You set the little machine, and for them, time flies. Christmas is there already. For the parents who might need to wrap some gifts, the time moves slowly. So they're not going to bed at 2 a.m. or what have you, 3 a.m., or getting right to sleep right when the kids are waking up. So they can actually have their time. Let's say you're on a date with a pretty girl and you don't want it to end. Your relativity of time would move at a much slower pace. So it's like having the cake and eating it too. So you'd have such a grand time. You'd have such a great time. But time would move slower for you. So imagine that. Artists, inventors, movie makers, people who are making movies. I'm like, okay, we got a time schedule, we got a budget, we got, X amount of days to shoot this thing. But guess what? You set your machine, and now, if you need a whole bunch of takes, no problem. Everybody still eats lunch at the same time. Everything can run smoothly. It's just that you can really take your time with this thing. So it'd be really interesting. Heck, maybe even people have weddings. Sometimes, like they say, weddings go by so fast. You spend that whole year putting the whole thing together. And then when the wedding comes along, bam, it's over with already. And you're going, oh my God, I didn't even get a chance to enjoy myself. I was busy worrying about the flowers. I was busy worrying about, where's the videographer? But if you could set that machine, now your wedding day can really, it all works out well. So, it's probably, most likely that's probably out there somewhere. Someone's got that machine. But, in which case I'm just bringing awareness to something that's already there. Or who knows? Maybe in the future it exists and Paulie and I are the ones who invented it. So that wouldn't surprise me either.
These days that doesn't matter. We're being billionaires.
We're gonna be billionaires.
Yeah. You gotta shoot for reality and for what really, like Billy.
Good morning. Oh my God, look who's here. Buoys. Hello, Buoys.
I told Philly this morning you're my favorite buoy band.
I love it.
Because this girl last April went to Vegas to see the Backstreet Boys because they're my favorite boy band. But you guys are my favorite buoy band.
We're right up there. I love hearing this.
That is.
We got choreography just like them. I can see the similarities.
No, they have choreography like us.
In fact, it's so close. It's like I couldn't even tell you. In your dreams, you guys are just so amazing. It's so much fun. But it's hilarious. And don't take this the wrong way, because I said it to Phil last night. I don't even like that music. I just love this band. It's like Toto? Come on. I was just so
I know what you mean.
I
know what you mean.
Music, so. Honey, Rob, want me to get you some coffee?
Please. That'd be nice. Thanks. Bon appetit, guys.
The captain of the ship just arrived.
That's right.
This is so great. I'm so happy you guys came out to see the show. This is just so fun, man.
Yeah, we are too. That was terrific. Great performance.
Captain Smith of the Titanic. Keep that band playing. Keep that band playing. We got to keep everyone smiling.
Make sure morale.
Yeah, let's keep that morale going.
He had retired. We saw the movie again recently, and they brought him back for that maiden voyage.
Oh,
and
no.
then he was supposed to retire again.
Oh,
right after
no.
That
That was going to be
he had
like...
a great track record.
Oh, God.
This is what it will be forever known for. And of course, the owner of the lines or whatever it was, Yächtley, I think was his name, was the one that wanted them to break the speed record going across the Atlantic. And they stood a good chance of doing that, but an iceberg
Had another
ideas.
plan for him. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
They broke the speed record and the iceberg record.
Oh my God, without a doubt.
That's really interesting. What movie did you watch?
It was
The
Titanic.
That was actually
Oh.
the Titanic again, the one that was out maybe in the 90s with DiCaprio.
I
I
love
watched a movie last night and I wasn't aware.
No. We just started talking about the
Titanic.
We referred to the captain of the ship.
Yeah, we called him the captain.
You're talking to me. We're in trouble.
Yeah, and he was saying that the guy apparently had retired. They brought him out of retirement to get his last his last home
voyage.
run. Yeah, his last voyage, and then
True.
oh man,
And you know and we went to an exhibit recently and we've done it before where you walk in and they give you
Scottsdale.
they give you a card with a passenger's name on it. Could be a crew member, could be steerage, could be someone. And then you go through the exhibit and you see the thing they talk about, the dining and all the amenities. It was just something like they had never done before. The rooms were like a 5-star hotel. I mean, this was 1913. They had bathrooms. It was or water closets maybe. But anyway, and there were elevators. But at the end, you find out there's a big wall, and then you go and find your name, and you find out if your passenger survived or didn't. And
interesting. So you really got a chance to live through that experience
really
and see what they saw as they were going through
It's
it.
really kind of, and his passenger was in first class, of course, and I was in steerage. I had more fun, but neither one of us made it.
Oh no!
But
I
you
was
were-
second class. I was a
But you
teacher.
were a school teacher. This guy was a businessman who was going to continue to open up a new plant in Mexico City. He was going on from there.
It's interesting that they found out the history of these people.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
and my person was probably at the time maiden. They would call him a maiden lady. She was a school teacher, and she was teaching in India or something. She was coming back. Her mother was very sick in the United States. She got to England, and she jumped on the first ship that was going out.
Oh boy.
To get home as quickly as possible.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I know. So not to put a downer on your breakfast, did you make that waffle?
I did. A designer waffle.
If I gave you a tip, would you make one for me?
Do you want me to make you one? I can make you one.
If there's...
It'll satisfy all your sweet teeth.
Well, yeah. All the sweet teeth I have left.
It'll hit all the bases.
I'm actually gonna go get some. I went right for the sugar. I'm gonna go get some.
Are you gonna do the same thing? Oh, you're gonna get some eggies. Good, very good.
Actually, we're meeting the guys. We're leaving in like 40 minutes. So.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
eat my breakfast. Go upstairs and pack.
Oh yeah.
I'll be back. I'll be right back. I just wanted to make announcements to everybody.
Oh yeah,
about
good.
plans
Thank
for
you.
the next 25
Thank you. I don't want to worry about your about you.
We were supposed to meet Phil at about 9 o'clock, but we couldn't answer
We didn't
the
wake
bell.
up till 8:30. I said, well, there's no way.
Those guys are up pretty late. They're still waiting around for a pizza to arrive.
At 2.
Someone apparently ordered a pizza. They're all still waiting around. I'm like, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah,
Not
the
waiting
text
around.
came at 2:38. I didn't even see it until about 4 o'clock, and I thought, there's probably no way I'm going to answer that.
Oh, until 4 a.m.?
Well, I wake up in the middle of the night,
Oh.
and then I checked and I saw he had texted breakfast at 9,
Oh.
but then I didn't see it again until 8:30, and I said, no, we're not going to make it. But look at this, we made it at 9:15.
That was good.
Yeah, I can't. This is a nice hotel. Dude, they're all suites.
What's the name of this? What's the name of this place?
Okay, you sound like a real rock star now. What city? Where am I in? What city?
That's right. That's right. I always have to check we have a special app, a band app that shows us where we're at. I'm like, where are we again? So I always have to look at that.
Is it a Catalina something? Or is it
Straight face, man.
Well, it's the Homewood Suites at St. Philip's Plaza because I think the Hilton has two in Tucson.
Homewood Suites of Catalina Foothills, something or other.
Yeah.
So did the people who make
fit on a T-shirt? You know?
Yeah. Did it? Well, it's so funny because there's Catalina Island, which you
Right.
probably know about, and then there's this Catalina thing. So I'm wondering, it must be the same family or whatever of pioneers or whatever that must have come across the island. Did they come across this place first and they came across the island?
Yeah, who knows? That's the one subject we'll have that studied up by the time next time we see you. We'll let you know.
That's probably something I should have investigated. The questions are just now popping in my brain. Paulie, what are your thoughts? What's your hypothesis? What do you think that So there's Catalina Island, of course. Here we're in the Catalina Foothills. Do you think that Catalina Foothills was first? Do you think that the family
You mean geographically, what was formed first?
Well,
Is that what you mean?
like the
Or was
family that
named?
decided to name it. Do you think they came here and they decided to go, okay, we got this covered, and since we like calling mountains after our last name, let's go to this island.
Yeah,
and
maybe
let's call that
maybe
our last
they
name.
owned all their land.
I think either you didn't have enough to drink last night, or you're way overthinking this.
Yeah, he likes to overthink it. It makes the podcast
There are two
more interesting.
Catalinas.
Yeah, my head's gonna.
That's the funny thing, because how many miles apart are they?
Aren't you a podcast?
Yeah, we're all a part of it.
You're famous right now.
We're famous right
You just
now.
told me all about the
She didn't-
Titanic. and now-
She didn't sign any non-disclosure agreement.
That's right. She didn't say anything embarrassing either.
Okay, that's true.
I always delete the stuff if anyone feels embarrassed. But sometimes I just don't tell people that I'm podcasting because I want them to feel natural. I don't want them to feel like they have to try to get their thoughts together. Usually,
Very interesting.
But hang on a second. You do know it's illegal to tape people without their knowledge.
I've been in jail. I can't tell you how many times.
I was kind of
Witness,
thinking that
witness
about you.
protection.
yes. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've been witness protected.
On the way down here, obviously, we take Route 10 from Phoenix, and there was actually a Civil War battle out here at Cacho Peak. It's this really craggy, weird-looking mountain that's
Rock
north
formation.
of here. I guess rock formation.
And there was a battle?
It's the westmost battle of the Civil War. Most western battle that was fought. And I think it only lasted about 20 minutes. I think there was 5 Rebs and 7 Union soldiers, and they saw one another and they started firing at one another for 20 minutes. And it was I've had enough of this. Let's take a nap, guys.
Oh my God, I love it.
And I think that was it. I don't think there was any.
Then they came to an agreement, let's play cards instead, guys. That sounds like a lot more fun.
Yeah, the infamous battle of Picacho Peak.
Cacho Peak. And when you're driving down the highway, you can. And Hank said to me, "Do you know what that is?"
Wow.
I said, "Yeah, it's
I
Cacho
didn't
Peak."
think she knew about it.
Oh my gosh.
Why is it famous? Well, I think it was the most western location of a battle in the Civil War.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he doesn't really know.
Picacho,
We've only been
Macho
together 18
Picacho.
years. He has not discovered even half of my intelligence.
That would be interesting to do a movie about that, the Picacho battle. Because just to see, okay, they stopped. What was the reason why they stopped? Were they getting hungry? Were they getting tired?
Yeah,
Were they
why did it
I just
happen
want to
there?
shoot these guys
You'd have to
anymore.
call
We
it
could
a
be better
short,
friends.
It's like a 10-minute extravaganza. Or
Yeah, 10-minute extravaganza. And they're like, well, let's play a game of Uno instead.
It depends what year, when it was toward the end, maybe, and they were just tired of fighting, and it's like, seriously,
Yeah, I
we're
don't
in
even
this
know what year it was.
territory. It wasn't.
It's
even,
out in the middle of
what was it
nowhere.
called?
Isn't this
Because
crazy?
Arizona
The
was
territory of Arizona. It might have been part of Mexico. And who
Oh.
knows,
All right.
Now that you'll have to
Texas.
research.
Like
Oh, yeah.
Texas was.
Picacho, Picacho.
Yeah.
Picacho. Picacho.
Because as you know, Arizona didn't become a
I
state
got you.
until
I got your
19.
peak. I got your peak right here.
When did Arizona become a state? 1948.
No.
Picacho, he's one of the
1912.
Pokemons.
1912.
Wow.
Right before the Titanic, actually.
Oh my gosh.
To tie it all together.
Oh my gosh.
I'm exhausted. I had no idea that breakfast was going to be so intellectually stimulating.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Sorry, maybe we should just.
See, this is the real food, the brain nutrition. You got the belly nutrition, you got the brain nutrition.
It's a Saturday, man.
And it hits all the spots and all the sweet teeth. It is a Saturday.
You see, if
only
Hollywood,
Saturday.
yeah, if Hollywood got the whole of the rights to make that movie about Picacho Peak Battle, they would have to embellish it like crazy.
Oh, yeah, to make it-
They would have to probably have affairs going on in the make it like a soap opera.
Hollywood
Yeah.
amongst the soldiers.
Those slow motion things with them
Make
running.
it, make it 2.5 hours.
Yeah, really stretch it out.
All sorts of sordid sex scenes going
Oh
on.
yeah. So the
Up
first
there.
20 minutes is the battle, and the next hour and a half or whatever is just them hanging out, learning about each other, which would be pretty cool.
Learning.
Yeah, learning about each other. So tell me about yourself. Why were we shooting at each other?
Let's get naked.
Naked warfare.
Yeah, naked warfare. Who will win?
Chafing. Oh my goodness.
Chafing.
It's not a bad breakfast, is it?
I see your saber is larger than mine.
Wow.
Having a Star Wars moment or something.
Yeah.
No, that was a
Oh, was that?
That was from.
Oh God, what was it?
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. That's what it
Mel
was.
Brooks.
Each one's is bigger than mine.
Mel Brooks. Oh, now there was a movie maker.
Yeah.
Saddles,
Yeah.
Young Frankenstein.
Oh man.
Oh, but and they can't show it on regular TV.
Have you ever seen Blazing Saddles?
That's the sad
Long
thing
ago.
is I only saw the TV version of Blazing Saddles. I never saw the full uncut version.
Which,
Oh, you got to see the
Yeah.
uncut version with all the N words.
when Hank and I had just started to get to know each other, we were dating, and he said, come on over to my apartment and I'll cook for you and we'll watch my favorite movie. And I'm thinking, oh, how romantic.
She thought it was going to be like Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah,
I
well, no,
love
I
it.
knew you enough it wasn't going to be that.
Oh my
but-
God.
So we
Also
had
my
nice
favorite
cook-
movie.
He did trout, like a fish on the grill, and we had this lovely dinner, and then we sit down on the couch, and he pops in Blazing Saddles.
Oh wow.
And I couldn't really tell, okay, is this guy really cool and hilarious, or is he just warped?
Yes. Yeah.
But if you watch
That's a
it,
question that's still hanging out there. No,
Oh yeah.
it's very well done, but obviously it's so offensive. Offensive. But he's an equal opportunity offender.
Well, yeah,
He offends
yeah.
everybody.
You've got
Every
Italian
religion
joke,
and
I'll
every
laugh
race.
at it, I'll
Yeah.
love it. You're not going to offend me, and I'll tell you a good joke right back.
It's funny how Mel Brooks was like that. It put it into the hands of the viewer. So now it's the viewer whether they found something offensive or not. It's up to them.
Well,
Yeah.
and now, today, the general
Oh, yeah.
population would find it offensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they would pull it apart.
Yeah.
But, we always learn to laugh at ourselves. Growing up, Italian jokes, blonde jokes, whatever. Let's laugh.
Like Don Rickles, right? He would just rip on everybody. Nobody was safe. Nobody was safe.
That's right. That was
You couldn't
an
hide
equal
in the audience
opportunity,
from him. You couldn't hide behind
And do you
anyone.
remember Red Fox?
God.
There was a show, Sanford and Son.
Oh, that's
They were
Red
showing
Fox.
Sanford, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember Sanford?
Oh
But
yeah.
he was a
He was the
stand-up
junk
comic.
car dealer.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
He was a stand-up comic back in the day, and of course, if you saw these men not on television but live. So my mother, when I graduated from college, she took me on a trip with me. It was supposed to be a trip for my dad, but he didn't like to fly.
Oh.
So we went to San Francisco, and then we went to Las Vegas. We went to see Red Fox, and we're sitting there. Now I'm like, what, 21 or 22? But she was so conservative, not conservative, but just quiet.
Staid,
And
prim
you didn't
and
really know.
proper,
And he was so hilarious, but so over the top offensive. And like, I didn't know
How did she react to that?
Well, I didn't know. It's like we both thought it was hilarious, but we were afraid to let the other one know that we really
Oh
knew
my
what that
God, you're
was.
afraid to laugh in front of the other one.
Yeah,
Oh my
it was
God,
hilarious.
that's so funny.
Then we finally, after a couple of drinks,
That
I
had
think
to be
we
hard,
figured
just
it
kind
out.
of stifling your laugh.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he gets.
Yeah.
And so does
sneeze,
Rick.
Mom. That's why I was like shuddering over here.
Yeah. Yeah, and then she's trying to do the same. That's so funny.
That probably was right.
Coming down with something.
Yeah.
Humor.
I think it was a rite of passage, frankly. So. But yeah, I mean, so many the religious, Rickles. Even if you see him in his later years on television, he'll take you down.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh yeah, he used to be on the Johnny Carson show quite often, or something. We used to host it.
Oh jeez.
Anybody was fair game. So how could you say he was, against one group or another? He just slammed you no matter what group you're a part of.
What was that great phrase you said earlier? Equal opportunity offender? Is that what you said? That's what it was, yeah.
Yep, he was. Those were good eggs, I have to say. Usually when I see speckles in my eggs, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or runny eggs.
What is that
Oh,
speckle?
no runny eggs.
It's all very good.
Oh my God.
Mix that salsa in there and it's delicious.
Tucson style.
So, I know you. Obviously, your stage name is Stony Paul.
Yes.
But your real name? Are you allowed to tell me? I swear I won't tell anyone.
You want the podcast to keep going, or should you pause it?
Oh, I'll
I'm
pause
just
it.
kidding. I'm totally kidding. Totally non-disclosure. Totally kidding. Hey, Paul.
Oh,
I'm
it is
Paul.
So you are Paul.
I'm Cornelius Vanderbilt.
I thought I recognized you.
I'm that guy that you
So
read
does
about
that
in the
mean
papes.
Anderson Cooper is your grandson? Because if he is,
Yeah, he's my grandson. I'm a time traveler. We've finally figured it out.
Yeah, you figured out the machine you were
I love
talking
those kinds of stories. Outlander.
Gloria made all your genes, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and she just died this year, and he had a wonderful relationship with his mom.
No, my name is Kurt, C-U-R-T.
Kurt.
Or if
It
you
wasn't
dyslexic,
Curtis?
it's truck.
Oh, Kurt with a C, is that what
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Right, so are you a Curtis?
No, but people do call me Curtis. It's funny because
When
it's
they're
like
mad at you?
usually, Curtis! Ah! You've done it again. Like a Dennis the Menace kind of thing.
Yeah.
Curtis.
Why I oughta.
It's funny because usually nicknames are shortened, but this is a rare
When you
instance
have a
where they
four-letter
lengthen
name,
it.
my son's name was Mark, M-A-R-C. They call
They-
him Marky.
Ma-
Oh, why?
It's funny. We got a cat at home named Marky.
You do?
Yeah, he's a big orange cat. He's like Garfield.
Aww.
Marky. Sometimes we call him Marcus.
Exactly.
Do they
He
call him
always
Marcus?
made it
Yeah, you
longer.
elongate it. Would you yell at him and call him Marcus when he would get in trouble? Marcus!
You know what? I didn't have to yell at him much.
Oh, that's cool.
Now my daughter on the other hand. Anyway, yeah, we won't go there.
That's a whole nother story. It's a whole nother can of
Matter of
worms.
fact, she was with Barb when they
When we
swing
went to
at
the Viper Room. Yeah.
Oh,
She's in
okay.
LA. She's a
She
makeup
was in LA,
artist.
yeah.
Oh, I love it.
And she's met Bill, lots of times, but we go back. I was trying to figure out.
We go back. We go way
I
back.
think I met him when he was like 18 or 19. Because he was just out of high school, because he went to high school in Scottsdale. And his mom and I worked together in Fountain Hills, and I think because he came to work for us for a summer, and that's how we got to be such good friends. Because he's just such a great kid. But you tell him that it's too bad he didn't hang around at breakfast because
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I loved our position because I went alongside so I could see everybody. Well, I can't always see the drummer from where I'm standing or sitting. So to be able to watch every member do their thing, I mean, it's really a great.
It's like a different show then.
combination.
You get to see like new
It's
perspectives, huh?
It's 6 individual shows, really. I mean, you the drummer gets a little bit of a solo. You get a little bit of a solo. This one steals the show.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I never know where he's going to go
It's
next.
like, where is he down? You gotta
Exactly.
Look, you gotta look where the flashlight
Yeah, follow
is.
that
I was
spotlight.
getting up
Yeah.
on that table last night of those chairs. Somebody around here was going, "Oh my God, lawsuit, lawsuit!"
goes down,
The
man.
funny thing is when we
Sword
do
goes
these
down the
shows at insurance, like insurance companies will hire us to do their corporate events.
Yeah.
And I did that. I climbed on a table and Philly goes, "Oh no, good thing we're at an insurance convention or something."
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's an insurance nightmare or something like that. That's what it was. But we always have someone there to hold on to his feet to make sure no one's going to mess with him. Or,
Which is worse because then they throw me off balance.
Oh.
Onto my ankles. Don't fall.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I think somebody might have had you by the belt.
Yeah, that was Willie.
Seriously, if you go down that shirt,
Oh, my
that
God.
little hold on your shirt wasn't going to help.
Well, I did break my foot March of 2018.
Oh no!
He jumped off of something, what, about this high, Paulie? Was it about this tall? Or
Yeah,
taller?
like 6 feet.
He jumped off of that into the darkness.
Okay, don't do that anymore.
Well, they had the spotlight on me, and I could see the floor.
Oh.
And then when I jumped, they turned the spotlight
And
off.
the floor moved?
And it was like going, it was like jumping
Those
into
damn floors, they move on you.
And I tried to stand up, and I couldn't. I thought I broke my ankle.
It was
First
so
I
cute.
broke-
What did you went run into the stage and your horn was behind this? Some guy ran.
Yeah, I handed him my saxophone to jump off to get on the ground. And so I pretended like, oh, I forgot my saxophone, so I went back.
But
and
it was
got
cute. It was funny. It was cute.
It was great.
It's funny that you caught that.
Well, we were sitting right
Those
there.
little Easter
It
eggs,
was
we like
totally
to.
random. I've
It's
never
so
done that
great.
before. Yeah.
Well, it was just cute because it's like, oh wait, where's my horn?
Yeah, I'm gonna need that. Yeah. Did you see him slide down the stairs? He slid down the stairs.
I slid
all
down
the
the
way
stairs.
down.
The banister.
Yeah, I had to during the middle of the song, so I had to
Because
stop
then
playing.
you
though.
couldn't play.
Yeah.
while you're
Otherwise, I'd
sliding.
fall over and break something else.
man.
Okay, and this is for the podcast also,
Yeah.
because if you're going to share it with the rest
Oh,
of
yeah,
the guys,
absolutely.
If you could do my wife one small favor, work on Thunder Island.
Oh, we play that.
We do.
I know you
Gosh,
did.
I wish we would have
Because-
last night.
Do it
Because
here
at
last
Viper
night.
Room, it was the first night you played it.
Yeah.
And you said,
Yeah.
what do you think? Should we keep it in the show? And everyone went, yes. I had never heard the song
You'd never
before.
heard it.
Really?
I came home, and we're music people. We
I've got it
met
in my
doing
jukebox.
karaoke. We know our
Oh, I
music.
love it.
So
Jay
I
Ferguson.
came home and I said to Hank,
Yeah.
have you ever heard this? He goes, we have a jukebox at home. He goes, but it's on our jukebox.
I
Why do
love it. It's
why
on
do
the
I never
jukebox.
play it?
I think we went told you
Yeah,
last
and your jukebox, it's a sideways or a
Yeah.
vertical.
straight up vertical.
So-
That
You
is
ever
crazy.
seen a jukebox like
Vertical.
that? It's a seabird, and the stylus has a needle on each side, so
Oh,
so plays it
yeah.
plays it up like this.
I don't know if I've seen it
just
in
gonna
person, but
slide.
I've seen like a video or something.
Yeah, it's like bigger than our house.
So you got home and you're like, it's on a jukebox, and then you
Yeah.
and then you played
And then
it.
we say, Alexa, play Thunder Island by Jay Ferguson. And
my
then we
God.
play it and play it and play it.
Yeah.
And then I asked Phil to send me the YouTube of the performance, so I play that all the time.
Oh wow.
But he didn't play that, and I said, seriously? You're not gonna
Yeah,
play
we didn't do.
And the other one is Orleans Still the One is another one of my
Oh
favorites.
yeah,
So-
we love that one.
So you let me know when you're playing those two songs in the same show,
Yeah,
and I will show up.
that's
and
right.
hear
That's
it.
right.
Sometimes we don't know until an hour before the show. He'll put the set list up, so
Yeah.
we'll call you.
I
We'll call you.
should've-
Yeah, yeah.
I should have
Hurry
mentioned
up, get
it
out here.
sooner,
An hour
is what I
away.
should have
Yeah.
done, right? I should
And
have.
Rob's in charge of all the sets. Like he's so good at that. Like he knows what the event is, and he like plans out. Like
Is he the
knows
bass-
he's
is he the
the drummer.
Oh, the drummer. Okay.
Yeah. But he always knows like the audience really well, and he knows.
So
the
he'll
layout
skip
of the
songs.
I
audience.
see what you mean.
Yeah, and he cuts songs on the fly too. Yeah, he like if we're not going to do the next.
We
song,
play the
so,
set like it's a compilation tape or something. It's like
Like a theme tape, Hank.
Yes.
he figures out the
Yes.
vibe.
soundtrack for your evening.
Yeah.
Soundtrack of my life. Well, and the funny thing, here's another funny thing. I said to Phil, okay, every show, I'm an old lady. I gotta sit down. Tell them I'm your grandmother. Can you please get me a seat somewhere in the at the Viper? And he goes, well, maybe we'll try to get you a seat at the bar. Well, that didn't happen. Anyway, and it didn't matter. But last night we had seats. The first ones at the chairs were metal,
Yeah,
and they were cold.
yeah.
And then we moved around to the fountain, and the concrete, my ass froze. And then we were getting splattered from the fountain behind us. But I was sitting down, so I'm not complaining about it. But it was really so fun.
The
It's so
Viper
fun.
room's a tricky one. No seating there.
You know, we walked in that night. We got there early because Phil suggested get there early.
Was that
like
the first
9
time we
o'clock.
met you? The Viper room?
No, we were in the green room with you at Coronado Island.
Oh my gosh! My
They
wife
snuck
was
in
there
there.
that night.
Yeah.
3
We crashed that party.
Yeah, we did.
Well, we didn't get to go to the party. We only heard your warm up because you were just getting started.
Yeah.
And
You were too
I
late
went
for
on
us.
your website and it said you were playing in Coronado Island on September. It was our anniversary-ish.
Oh,
and
wow.
I said, let's go there for our anniversary and we'll get a room. And after I booked the flights, the room, I don't think we got a rental car. Phil sends me a text. He said, Barb, I think this is a private gig. And I said, are you kidding? But that's okay because
But it was a beautiful
we can.
location,
Oh, yeah, you're
we-
still
a
Coronado.
beautiful location.
Yeah.
I said we can find a window. I'll get on Hank's shoulders. No, I just
Yeah.
need to hear you play in person. So that's what we did, and we walked in.
Oh, you
Hank
were
was
able
all-
to just go right in there, as if
Hank
you belonged
wore
in the
his-
place. I
he-
love it.
More like a tux. He was wearing with his
I had more of
captain's
a
hat.
dress shirt, yeah.
And we
This is,
had dinner
I just
outside,
kinda blew
and
it
then
up,
we went to the
and that's-
venue, and we got into this. We walked in. There was a silent auction outside, and we just rubbed
You looked like you
elbows.
just belonged there.
A lot of money in that venue that night.
Yeah.
And then you went in to do, and everybody. All the workers were wearing caps, so they probably just assumed you were part of the family.
Yeah.
And we walked in. You guys were doing. I have videos still of you guys doing your warm up.
Wow.
And Phil came off the stage and he kind of twirled me around, and then went back. And they started coming in saying, "Do you know where your table is?" And yeah, and it's not in this room.
Oh my God, I love it.
So then we went, and we went and had some fun, and then Phil met us the next day for brunch.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
And we were staying at the Lowe's fabulous weekend and a great story, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So that was our first time, and then second time was when you came to Scottsdale last
I
year.
love Lovely Day. That's kind of like my
Tennessee
daughter.
guy.
Oh yeah, the tennis event. Yeah.
And then Amy and I went to the Viper Room. Because she lives in LA. It's not a place where
That's an
I
exception.
love Bill Withers.
it's across
She doesn't
town.
normally play there or go there and hang out.
She's, it's kind of. She felt for me it was a sketchy place for me.
Oh,
to
gotcha.
bring her mother.
Oh, gotcha.
Probably more. But yeah, I said no. If I'm coming this weekend, we're going to see the guys.
Oh, good.
So we did, and she was blown away because she hadn't seen him play.
Oh,
So,
cool.
and every time we try to have breakfast or lunch the next day or what. In fact, he picked me up from the airport the last time.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you, Billy.
All right, well, listen, I gotta get upstairs and start getting ready because they want to leave around 10 or something, but I gotta hurry up and get dressed. Are there any places that you want people to find you online anywhere? Do you have any special social network areas you want people to find you?
I only have Facebook.
Any websites, anything you want to promote for the people?
Don't you wish? No. Visit Mesa.com.
Yeah, visit Mesa.
That's where I work. Visit Mesa.com.
Mesa.com. You heard it here first, folks. Mesa.com. Mesa in Espanol means table.